Happy Friday, everybody. It's Friday, July 20th. It's about a quarter to 2 p.m. I thought I'd just do a little video here. It's kind of been a semi-dead day. Not really. We've got, actually this is the lightest that it's been all day. It's been kind of a dark and dreary day so far, and it's supposed to be all weekend. We've got rain coming, another rain shower coming, probably about a half hour, all through the afternoon, and then some more this evening. And then tomorrow's supposed to be showers all day long. They did change the forecast. Sunday it doesn't look like there's any rain, but the correct decision was obviously made. It was a very blunt decision to make with the no sorghum folks. So yeah, I thought I'd come on out here. I want to take a look at the corn, give you a little update. We'll also take a look at the oats that has a small golden brown to it already, which is real nice to see. And we're going to take a look at the alfalfa. So here's the corn. If I cheat a little bit and pull this up, of course it's chest high. I mean, if you're in the game of comparing, there's not a lot of bragging that can go on here with this corn, but comparing's for losers. I don't really give a damn about that. As harsh as that sounded, I think you guys know what I meant. For the most part, I'm pretty happy with this. It is July 20th. You know, I'm getting tired of that saying too, the whole knee high by the 4th of July, but if that's supposed to be a fact, and I think, you know, 16 days later, this is pretty fair. It's fair. There's a lot of corn in our area that looks absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. Well tasseled out. I should almost showed you some of it, but yeah, it was put in a couple, if not a few weeks earlier than this stand here. But all in all, pretty happy, I guess. This is going into silage. This is, what is this, a little better than 18 acres. And yeah, nice and clean. Obviously it was sprayed. It kind of goes without saying. The one thing I am seeing here is some pretty significant deer damage. This corner of the field over here suffered tremendously. That tree right there is not helping out much. But I can also see that the deer, they obviously have themselves a little bit of a clubhouse over here, because holy crumps. But all in all, it's fair. It's going to make fantastic silage come, it'll probably be the first week in October. Yeah, that sounds about right. Look at these oats, folks. This color has just changed in the last 48 hours. I was just out here a couple days ago, and it was green, green, green. So, yeah, it's coming along. Everybody's oats and barley around here this year is fantastic. That feed mill is going to be overrun with grains from barley and oats this year, which is great, because trust me, everybody suffered last year. It was horrible. But we don't need to keep talking about that, because look at this. This is one of our stands of oats. I want to say this is 23 acres. I think, actually, no, I think this is 24. Then there's another small field of oats, and then of course there's 2 stands of barley. that I put in on rental land, which is looks fantastic. And of course it's extremely thick. It's because it was planted very heavily because of the problems with the grain drill. All right. I guess I'm fairly happy with the alfalfa. I could be a heck of a lot happier. I'll tell you that right now. Once again, I'm on the wrong side of this field to be showing you the real true product here. Over on the east end, it's it's double what you're seeing here. I do have one concern though, especially on the east end. I don't understand it, but it's already starting to bloom. Now, I'm not too concerned about that because I've told you before, I'm after not only quality but quantity. Alfalfa getting into the blooming stages. I mean, look at right here. I don't understand how this is already blooming. I'm not concerned about the alfalfa getting into blooming stages. I mean, I am a little bit, but I'm not losing sleep over it. Anybody that milks cows for a living, this would be a major concern. This would have been cut a week ago, if that's the case. But this, of course, is going into good alfalfa baleage, which is going to go to the beef herd this year. Not to mention some for some deer hunters as well, or not the hunters, but of course feeding deer in the winter time. I've spoken enough about that. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. I'm not concerned, just a little surprised of the shallow growth that is here and the fact that it's already in the bloom stages. Now, what's the schedule for this alfalfa? Next week is totally dedicated to sorghum. And we're going to do another video late this afternoon, early this evening. I'm going to do the shout out Friday video out at the sorghum patch field. We're going to have a sorghum update as well, and I'm going to give you my grand scheme for next week's schedule for sorghum. And I sure as heck hope it takes place, because that sorghum's starting to get out of control. I see the following week, which means 2 weeks from now, I see mowing this down into baleage again. Obviously. Baling it and wrapping it. I don't see a whole lot of quantity coming off of this field, but you know, I tell you what, a lot of things can change in 2 weeks. It really can. With all this rain that we're getting here this weekend, which we needed bad. A lot can change. We'll see what happens. So, other than that, it's just odds and ends, folks. First crop's done. I packed the last bales yesterday morning, which felt real good. Did a complete maintenance job on the round baler. Stowed it away for a little while. Well, until next week's sorghum. Cleaned it out, blew it out and everything. And yeah, things are kind of a little bit de-stressed, if you know what I mean. There's still stuff to do. I'm going to tackle some fence lines with the weed whacker here this afternoon. After I get a little bit of gasoline. I ran out of gas at the farm. And yeah, see what else I can do. Ran some errands in town today, some much needed errands, and all is well. So yeah, stay tuned to a video late this afternoon, probably this evening. I'll post it with a sorghum update and of course a shout out Friday, which I have a channel or two already prepared for you for your viewing pleasure. And that is about it. I'm also going to touch a little bit on what happened in Iowa yesterday. I'm seeing some pretty heartbreaking stuff. It's pretty bad. If this is new news to anybody, you're gonna have to excuse me. I just had a fresh tomato peel in my teeth. I ate my first red tomato in the garden. All right, I got off track there. I'm sorry. If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about with Iowa, some twisters went through there yesterday. Yeah, I believe it was yesterday, and we're talking some major devastation. Major devastation. So, anyway, all right, folks, we're going to talk to you sooner than later, sometime this evening. Hope everybody's having a nice Friday.